Just a couple of days ago, from the Vatican, there was a document. There is just an instruction from the Dicastery of Faith under the prefect Cardinal Victor Fernandez, with the permission of Pope Francis, has released permission for the priest and to bless same-sex unions and other irregular marriages and many other things. And a lot of controversies going on around the world. Many media, especially the anti-Catholic medias, are giving a hype for these and misleading and misguiding so many faithful in the world. And so many people have taken it in a wrong way because they find it's like a very misleading and misguiding way. So I have read this letter from the Vatican, and I was going through thoroughly about all these things and the teachings of the church and catechism and all. And I would like to explain to you what exactly what that letter means. The letter clarifies very clearly the Catholic Church, according to the Bible teaching, cannot accept same-sex marriages, and it is completely against it and will never permit any same-sex marriages and will never endorse it. That is first thing. And marriage is always between a male and female, and that is exactly again emphasized through this article. The church has emphasized again that marriage, sacrament of marriage, is only between male and female. It is not through same sex, not between the same sex. It will never be accepted because it is against the Bible if it is accepted. Therefore, the church will never accept it and have never accepted it. Now, what is the controversy here is about the blessing, because there are so many types and varieties of blessing. That is also mentioned in that article. There are 3 or 4 varieties of blessings the priest give. One is sacramental blessing of marriage, sacraments. When we celebrate the sacraments, there is a blessing which the priest gives for the sacraments of confirmation, marriage, and baptism, and all these sacraments. There is a special blessing, and that blessing will never be done on any other institutions, irregular marriages, and also same-sex unions and all these things. These blessings will never be applied on them. So there are so many cases where the people, especially the priests, have requested to the Dicastery of Faith how to deal pastorally in such situations where irregular marriage people and same-sex union people come to them for blessing. What do we do? And the church position is this. The church said, for example, if suppose somebody is a murderer. If a murderer come to me as a priest, when a murderer come to me for a blessing, I have to bless him because I'm a father. I have paternal mercy and compassion I have to show to this man who is seeking the blessing of Jesus by coming to a priest, because he may be repenting of his past sins and he wants to change his way of life, and therefore he is coming for blessing. And as a priest, it is my duty to pray for him and bless him. When I bless him, doesn't mean I'm endorsing his murder. I'm endorsing his killing, and I'm endorsing his terrorism. That is not the meaning of it. But when I'm blessing it, I'm praying for him so that he may come out of these addictions and come out of these bad habits. And that is the meaning of that kind of blessing which the priest gives. For example, there are so many people who are living together without the sacrament of marriage, but at the same time, they come for retreats. Even here, even just last week, there are people who came for retreats, but they were living together. And we have taught them importance of the sacrament of marriage and the sin of living together. And they also have come for blessing. And they have come for blessing. As a priest, it is my duty, and it is my duty to show the mercy and compassion and pray for them. And when I pray for them, I'm not endorsing the living together, and I'm not supporting it, but I'm praying for them so that they may come out of these things soon with the help and grace of God. The same way the church says, if a person, a couple or so-called couple of same-sex union, if they come for asking for blessing, as with the same mentality, with the same compassion, with the same mercy, pray for them and bless them. That doesn't mean we endorse that kind of union, but we are praying in such a way that they may get the grace to overcome these temptations and weaknesses of their body and lead a holy life in the presence of God. And this is exactly what the letter of from the Vatican has explained, and it has very clearly, categorically explained and mentioned. But still, there are so many so-called media who doesn't wants to have, those who have a conspiracy against the Catholic Church, who are leading and spreading misleading and misguiding information, and it is affecting so many youth and so many people who are so strong believers and strong followers of the Catholic Church. My dear brothers and sisters, this is not the first time the Catholic Church is on always an attack, and this will continue. These kinds of attack, but the church positions for the last 2,000 years, it is not changed. It will never be changed, because Catechism of the Catholic Church very clearly mentions that these kinds of unions will never be accepted. It will never be accepted, and it cannot be accepted at all. And anyone who has a tendency towards evil doesn't mean they are committing sin. So anyone who has tendency towards evil, we should approach them. They should be helped and guided and supported in such a way that they may be able to come out of these bad habits and addictions. And therefore, it is the duty of the church to show some compassion and mercy and help them and accompany them so that they will lead a holy life and chaste life. And this is exactly what we have to do with everyone who are sinners, including those who are living together, including those who are in same-sex unions, including those who are in wrong relationships. We have to accompany them and help them. And we have to bless them and pray for them so that they may come out of it. That's all the document has explained. But there are so many people who are misleading and misguiding. Do not be deceived by the work of the devil.